Hey guys, it's Mike here from Arnold Tutoring. Right now we're just going to go through a quick example of integration by parts. So we have an indefinite integral here. We know that because there's no limits on the top and the bottom of the integral sign. Our integrand is x times sine x dx. So why do we know we have to use integration by parts? Well, because we can't basically guess the answer to this integral because of the two different functions, one trig function, one non-trig function multiplied together. So integration by parts says we have to pick one part of the integrand to be u and another part to be dv. How do we know which one to pick? Well, we know we're going to take the derivative of u and the integral of dv. So I'm going to call u equal to x and dv equal to the rest of it, which is sine x dx. Now, when we pick our u and our dv, we also want to pick du and v. So to get du, I just differentiate both sides. Du equals dx, because when we differentiate x, we just get 1 times dx. dv, going backwards now, not taking the derivative, but kind of taking the integral of sine x, we'll call v equals negative cos x. And I knew that because if we go back the other way and differentiate negative cos x, we get positive sine x dx. So now that we have these four set up, we can go ahead and use our integration by parts formula. So I'll write that down. So it says the integral of u dv equals uv minus the integral of v du. So it can kind of be complicated sometimes, but very important formula to memorize. So now that we have these, before we even go ahead and see if we can solve it, it's good to sort of look ahead to make sure we are in a good position. So the last difficult part of solving this will still be the integral here, v du. So let's quickly look at our v du. It would be negative cos x times dx. So at that point, we're not going to have two functions here anymore. It's just the cos x, so we will be able to integrate. So we've kind of picked the right u and dv. So I'll go ahead and substitute these in. U is x, v is negative cos x, so we get negative x cos x. That part's easy. And then the integral, so we'll do minus the integral of v is negative cos x, du is dx, so it's just negative cos x dx. I'll cancel these negative signs, so we're now adding. And the last part of the question is we actually have to solve for the integral of cos x. As we know, going backwards, integral of cos x will be sine x. So their final answer is negative x cos x plus sine x. And because it's an indefinite integral, we always need to end with plus c. That's your final answer. Typical integration by parts question, because we have a trig function, a non-trig function, they're multiplied together, so we can't guess the integral without picking our u and dv and remembering our integration by parts question formula. Hope that helps. Always email us, info@arnoldtutoring.com if you have any other questions.